All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Glad to have you back. Week 18 running backs here. We got a quick hit for you. But hey, before we do so, you guys got to do me a favor. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button over there at the SHIPIT Nation YouTube page. We definitely appreciate that. And then we got to give a little shout out to our favorite sponsors. We'll start out with Line Star. Great app here. Help you build your DFS teams. Get some bets down if that's what you're into. Definitely helpful. You guys got to get over there and check it out if you haven't already. And then, of course, Drafters. Get you a $100 deposit bonus by using promo code SHIPIT. Make sure you get over there and check out Drafters, especially next year for the best ball, as that is wrapping up here this week. Run the Sims. SHIPIT Nation. Get you 10% off any membership here for the Sim site we like to use here. And then, of course, if you want to join SHIPIT Nation, you can use promo code PGA10, get you 10% off your first monthly package, get you everything we have to offer, all of the sports. But if you just want to do PGA, we have that too. You can get in here, as you see, for the prices above $199 for the whole season. Can't beat that. Nowhere in the industry will you find a price that low. But hey, we got some NFL to talk about, some running backs here. Let's talk about some injuries. Man, what a crazy week we got here coming up, week 18, as it always is. Definitely got to keep your ear to the ground and listen for injuries and guys who are going to be sitting. But so far this week, we heard Mostert. He's got a knee issue. They do expect him to play, even though he did not practice Wednesday. Kyron Williams, we do not expect to play here this week. We expect to sit out. Isaiah Pacheco, his shoulder, we're going to have to keep our eye on him. Kenneth Walker, sounds like he is not going to be giving it a go for Seattle this week. Kamara is considered day-to-day. Keep your eye on him. And Najee Harris did not practice, but should be good to go in week 18. DVP numbers. Let's just take a quick look at the FanDuel DVP numbers for the season's defenses versus the running back. Arizona 1, Denver 31, Indy 30, Carolina 29, Seattle 28, Washington 27, and the Jets coming in at 26. The toughest defenses, FanDuel points for the season against the running back. Detroit 1, Rams 2, Tampa Bay 3, Atlanta 4, San Fran 5, New Orleans 6, and New England 7. The last 4 weeks, DVP, FanDuel points, worst the running back. The worst defense versus the running back in the last month has been the Jets. Seattle coming in at 31, Indy coming in at 30, 29 for Philadelphia, Washington 28, Dallas 27, and Miami coming in at 26. The toughest defenses against the running back in the last 4 weeks: Rams 1, Detroit 2, Tampa Bay 3, Buffalo 4, Houston 5, New Orleans 6, and the Raiders coming in at 7. This week, DVP mismatches, the best offense versus the worst FanDuel running back defense. We got Miami over Buffalo at a plus 17, Baltimore plus 16 over Pittsburgh, Denver plus 15 over the Raiders, Kansas City plus 13 over the Chargers, Cleveland plus 13 over Cincinnati, Detroit plus 11 over Minnesota, and New England is plus 10 over the Jets. Last week, rushing attempts. Harris led all running backs with 27 attempts. Connor, 26. Taylor had 21. Mixon, 21. Kareem had 20. Aaron Jones, 20. And Zamir White also had 20. Now, I was looking at some running backs here, trying to determine a couple guys here I wanted to suggest looking at here this week. But, man, there is a ton of value plays. And let's just kind of go over them right now. We got Jordan Mason, 5,700 for San Francisco. I expect him to be very popular here this week, especially over there on FanDuel. Another guy we'd be looking at first in value, Pierre Strong for Cleveland, 4,600. I think that is also a great play. I think he'll be pretty popular as well. Zamir White with the Raiders. Of course, we've seen him the last few weeks, 6,500 over there on FanDuel. Definitely like that. Ronnie Rivers, 4,400, is going to give it a go for the Rams. As I mentioned, no Kareem Williams, so I expect Rivers to give a run. We got Melvin Gordon for the Ravens. Over there, I expect Gus Edwards to sit out this week. And as I mentioned earlier, Walker, a little banged up with that shoulder. Looks like we might get some Zach Charbonnet here this week. So you're definitely, as I mentioned, going to want to look at those guys here, but there are plenty of options. I expect ownership to be spread out all over. You look all around the industry, lots of guys above 10%. Nobody really that high. Highest one I do see is Jordan Mason, around 28%. But yeah, I do expect it to be spread out all over here this week. But hey, you guys can always check in with us here as it gets closer on Sunday, as we'll narrow it down a little better for you. We'll have some core plays, all that other fun stuff. You know the drill by now, week 18. But hey, excited to burn through some running backs here with you. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be back here tomorrow with some tight ends and some defenses for week 18. And then we'll be back throughout the playoffs. We'll have a little bit as we, have some games, as it narrows down to 1 or 2 games. We will definitely turn our focus to the winter sports, NBA and NHL and golf. So definitely make sure you check it out. And as I mentioned earlier with golf, if you want to join SHIPIT Nation, you can join here. $14, $34 for the month, $199 for the season. This is for golf only. Definitely want to check that out. And then, as I mentioned here before, you get a process video as well for signing up for golf. Get you a 2-hour video here with Hoop and Tambo, breaking it down for you. Their process, their roster constructions, how to attack showdown, all that fun stuff in the video. Something you definitely want to check out. But hey, appreciate you joining me. I'll be back here tomorrow. Tight ends and some defenses. Good luck tonight if you're in any tournaments. Let's ship it.